So MZB, everybody kind of knows us as the Zone Company. Oops, excuse me, the Zone Company, which is true. We started out in 1999, founded off of zone research by Dr. Dave Franzen in DSU. 1998 to 2011, we use a desktop version of MZB tools, is what we call, for our ag retailers and agronomists to write variable rate prescriptions through. Just like the ag retailers here, you're realizing that desktop versions are slow. It's not very efficient. And we thought the same way. It wasn't very efficient for us to offer a program to you guys, so we ourselves went cloud-based. So we started that in 2011. Like they said earlier, it's you go from birth to running. We tried that. It didn't work. I would say the first few years were tough from us, but we learned from our mistakes, and we have a very robust cloud-based system right now. In 2012 was our first location outside of the Canada and the Dakotas, and so now we're in 9 different states. And this year we just we're about let's say a month away from releasing our grid tool into our system. A few things about us. We were trying to provide the ag retailer with advanced agronomic solutions. So we're getting out of the zone phase, really, and becoming an all-around platform for ag retailers to use. So this 5 minutes is more of who we are, basically, for those of you who don't know. We look at the agronomist as the professional, the expert in an ag retail system, not the guys in the office. And so our cloud-based tool is used for the agronomist to take out and speak with the grower about their field. So we have moved to the agronomist being the technology experts and not a GIS guy in the office. And a good way to look at that is the workflow example here. Right now we have a precision expert GIS guy who creates the zones, grid reports, writes the recommendations, gets sent to an agronomist. The agronomist takes them out to the farmer. The farmer either agrees or usually disagrees based on price. It goes back to the precision guy, and then 1 to 2 days later, it gets sent back to the grower. With us, we've streamlined everything, making it much more efficient. And so the agronomist has that tool in his hand, the laptop, the tablet, to go out with the grower and talk about field data, soil samples, yield goals. And so instead of a 1 to 2 day turnaround, we now have a 5 to 20 minute turnaround. So it's making your business a lot more efficient. So I'm going to zip through these real quick. Again, people know us as a zone company. We do have a patented 4-layer zone creation, which in my mind, and I think everybody that uses us, it's the best way to create zones off 2 layers of EC data, elevation, and historical imagery or yield data. Like I said, we're a few weeks away from releasing our grid part on there, so you as the retailer can upload past grid data, create grid missions right now with the field. We can do a hybridized grid where we can overlay grid points on top of a zone map, and you can choose to write that as a grid field, or it can interpolate those into the zone that those points are in. We do have our own mapping center, and so if you do, you retailers, you do have a GIS person in-house that likes to create maps. You can license our mapping software, and really there's only one other retailer in the country that uses us, and it's Garden City Co-op. They have their own mapping center. They understand the technology down there, the types of fields, the crops that they grow down there. So they have become their own mapping center instead of having us map that. So you as a retailer could have an in-house mapping center if you choose, or if you don't want to take on those responsibilities, you can have us do that for you. We talked about earlier grower logins. We do have a grower login on our end. We also have a mobile app that you can go out and view your position in the field. You can view the variable rate prescriptions that were written for you. You can tell the agronomist that you're ready for soil samples. And I'll get to this one here. These are the partners that we work with. There's a few of these on here that are competitors of ours, but we're not perfect. There's not a perfect system out there. So when you talk about technology, if it's sometimes it's easier to partner with somebody than creating your own part that somebody already has.